start in the stream. Alright. But I don't watch. Did I take it off? Put it somewhere? Hold on a sec. I don't watch. I have on my wrist so I can see what time it is. So I know how long I'm streaming for. Find that watch. Hey everyone. It's good old Swiss. Or the Cake Zombie Plus, as you know me. I'm sure you can hear my dog barking in the background. It's whatever, it's just how the cookie crumbles. I think my mom has my watch. I can't really tell the time. I can do this. Put my hand on the top of my phone, so. Is there a better way I can hold this microphone without actually holding it? I have an idea. I'm gonna revolutionize how I hold this microphone. I now have built-in mic stand. So how y'all doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing splendid, actually. Dog's barking. I don't know what he's barking at. I don't really care to go down and check it out. Well, actually, I do care, but I'm a little weak at the moment. It's going to annoy me eventually. I have to go down and hit him, come back up. Sorry, PETA, but most animals don't actually have consciousnesses, so it doesn't really matter. Unless they do. Apparently know more about animals than I do. Does this have all my personal information on it? Oh, look at that, it does. I'm just gonna hold this upside down so you can't read it. Right. Yeah, this stream is just gonna be me talking about my hospital experience and why the Broken Dreams episode 1 is taking so long, which is kind of why I'm talking about my hospital experience. So also, you're probably wondering why I'm looking off to the right. It's because my phone is flipped around and the camera is actually right there, but I'm continuously looking at myself. So trying to get used to that. How y'all doing tonight? Of course, I'm not talking to the viewers because right now I have 0 viewers. I'm talking to the VOD watchers, the ones who are watching my VODs. Which, by the way, VOD viewers, I do have a VOD channel on YouTube. It's called the Cake Zombie Plus VODs channel. That's what it's called. If you want to watch any of my VODs that isn't on Twitch, because sometimes Twitch breaks down and can't do anything about it, there's a VODs channel on YouTube. Go check that out. You can watch them at any time without having the glitchiness and broken stuff about Twitch. You can go over there, you can download them, watch them on your spare time. Whatever. So yeah, I should start talking about it, should I? Just sitting here waiting for people to show up. Oh no, until one person shows up to watch the stream, I'm going to stay here and stall until that happens. Continuously drink out of this until someone shows up. Okay, I'm getting bored. So I'm going to tell you about my hospital experience. So the reason I went to the hospital was because I thought it was the brightest idea in the world to consume an entire pork chop in one bite. Boneless pork chop, by the way, no bones, so that's good. Should I start from the very beginning? I'm gonna start from the very beginning. So it was 4 p.m. and I was working on the Broken Dreams. The episode 1 of Broken Dreams, and I was waiting for something to load so I can do it, and I was also simultaneously trying to get Minecraft to work on my laptop. And I'm a Bedrock player, if you all know, and I have not done Java before in my entire life. So I was trying to download a Minecraft mod onto my laptop, and I was having severe struggles because the people whose server I'm trying to join wasn't giving me like clear answers on how to download it. And I was trying to watch a video tutorial on my old phone, while on my new phone it was downloading the thing, and yeah, it was very stressful at the time. And good old mom downstairs was calling me down for dinner, and I was really stressed out. And I said, you know what? Whatever they're eating down there, I'm just gonna go down there, um, eat whatever it is, and then come back up, shove whatever it is in my mouth, and then come back up and continue working. So I went down there, and there was pork chops being served with a bunch of other side dishes. So I took a fork. I took the pork chop, which was boneless, by the way, boneless pork chop. I shoved the entire thing into my mouth at once and went back upstairs to work on the project. Although when I tried to swallow it, that's right, I tried swallowing an entire pork chop. I was taking little bites out of it. I stuffed like a whole chunk of it into my cheek, like a chipmunk. And I tried taking little bites of it, like slowly biting into it and slowly trying to get it out of my cheek. And then I accidentally swallowed a huge chunk, and it got stuck in the back of my throat. Now, this actually normally happens to me, where if I eat something too big, it gets stuck, but it always goes back down, and so I already knew how to deal with that. So I went to the fridge, I got a Gatorade to wash it down, but when I swallowed the Gatorade didn't go down. The Gatorade actually came back up, and I threw up the Gatorade. But I didn't throw up the pork chop. The pork chop was still lodged in the back of my throat. So I'm like, huh, this is odd. So, but what I found even more odd is that I wasn't choking. All right, I wasn't choking on the pork chop. I was able to breathe normally, but I still felt it in the back of my throat. So I'm sitting here trying to get this thing out of my throat, and my mom and my sister, the only two in the house, are going to Yorktown, which is this mall where I live, and like, yo, we're going to Yorktown. You want to come? And like, nah, man, I got this thing in the back of my throat. I'm gonna try to get it out. And like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm in the bathroom, the downstairs bathroom. I have two bathrooms, one upstairs, one downstairs. You can pick a preference. If you live upstairs like I am, you can go in the upstairs bathroom, and if you live in the basement where my brother is, you can go in the downstairs bathroom. It's a choice you can make. Um. Oh, so anyway, here I am. Yeah, I was able to breathe normally, but I just had this gigantic lump of pork chop in the back of my throat. So also, it's kind of weird because I can see that you're here, but I with the viewer count in the like corner of my screen, it says 0 viewers. It makes no sense. Unless I close out a chat, maybe that'll make it update. No, it actually didn't. Wow. Twitch is as broken as I thought it was. So, here I am in the bathroom, constantly, trying to puke out this, thing of pork chop in my throat, and nothing is working. I'm tried gulping air to try to force it back down into my throat, and it just stays lodged. I even took, like, a swab, like one of those ear swabs, and try to poke into the back of my throat to see if I could try to feel where it is so I can pull it out, but that didn't work either. It just made it worse. So here I am, uh, thinking I can solve this. You hear my dog in the back? Yeah, he does that. He usually just barks at random stuff in the back. Uh, he does that a lot. He barks at nothing. I think he's crazy. Anyway, so here I am thinking my dog is quiet. Oh, okay. Let me take a swig of this and I'll continue my story. So anyway, yeah, I'm streaming. No, I'm streaming currently. Sorry. Anywho, so here I am. I'm in pain. I can feel the lump. I got some pork chop out, but there is still a gigantic lump in my throat. I can breathe normally. I just can't swallow anything at all. So it's kind of scaring me a little bit because I'm like, wait a minute. Eating and drinking is two basic functions of being a human, and currently I can't do those things. So, I got a little spooked. So I said, you know what? Things like this kind of happen. Thing gets stuck in the back of your throat, it just goes away in the morning. So I attempted to. I know I should have told someone, but this has never happened to me before. I decided to just wait it out. So I went to bed and tried to sleep it off. But whenever I would go to sleep, I would gulp in my sleep, which caused me to wake up and either spit or puke into my trash can. So, basically, I got zero sleep from 6 o'clock p.m. all the way up to 7 o'clock a.m. the next day. I did not sleep whatsoever. I was awake the entire time. Not once did I lay my head down to close my eyes and dream. I was wide awake the entire time. I didn't even have the energy to go on my phone and watch YouTube videos for entertainment. The light was making me want to puke more. So, yeah. So here I am. I'm waiting for someone in the house to wake up so I can inform them of my situation. And my brother wakes her up around 7 o'clock to go to work, and so my mom gets up to go do her job as well. So I casually get out of bed, walk into my mom's room, and she's like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, Swiss?" And I sit on the edge of her bed, and I go, "Remember when I got that pork chop lodged in the back of my throat yesterday? Well, it's still there. I haven't been able to sleep, and I need to go to the emergency room to fix this." So she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, okay. Let's go to the emergency room." So she gets dressed. I get all my stuff on. Um, I have this unsettling feeling both in my throat and in my chest for some reason. I don't know where the chest pains came from. They just kind of appeared out of thin air. And we skedaddle on to the hospital, to the emergency room. And we get there, and there are now this is where it gets worse. We go to the hospital, and there is no parking like anywhere near like the emergency room area. So we uh we go. My mom drops them off at the front entrance where there's like a bench over there. She's like, "Please wait here. I'm gonna go." So here I am sitting on this bench, constantly spitting because my brain thinks I'm constantly wanting to throw up, so I'm producing a whole lot of saliva. So I keep on spitting onto the ground to clear out my mouth so I don't dribble and look like uh, a moron. So here I am sitting on this bench. My mom eventually shows up. We go inside. We get checked in, and since I can barely speak because of the spit in my mouth, um, my mom has to try to explain to me what I told her. Um, very good explanation. Did not say a single word about me not sleeping, which I think was a very important part of my experience, but whatever. She explained the other important parts, like me having a pork chop stuck in the back of my throat. The lady at the desk, man, she was comedian, like the best, funniest desk lady I've ever seen in my life. She was like, "Oh yeah, that has happened before." Blah blah blah. Yeah, she was cool about it, which I kind of respect because she works at a hospital. She's seen crazy shit all the time. Someone having something in the back of her throat. She's saying she's seen that before. Whatever. So we get checked in. We sit down. I sort of just chill, and eventually a doctor comes out and brings us into the back, where I get dropped off at a room in like a little hospital bed. And you know those hospital beds, right? Like they're really long, and they can like pull up a lever in the back, and it kind of folds up so you can lean back. Those hospital beds. Well, in like movies, they don't really look like that like comfortable. Why was I not? Well, I was actually explaining. I'll tell you now, so you can catch up. I was in the hospital because I got a piece of pork chop stuck in the back of my throat. Um, I could still breathe, but if I tried to swallow anything, food, water, air, saliva, I would instantly throw it back up. And since eating and drinking is two basic human functions, I kind of had to get that fixed. So I'm explaining my hospital experience to a live studio audience. Um, yeah, not that it's not that pog. Um, I'm still recovering now, but I decided to stream because I've been missing for 2 days, and I was supposed to stream yesterday. So here I am. Um, anyway, so here I am in this hospital bed, and I got my mom beside me, and doctors are coming in periodically, telling me all this stuff like, "Oh, what's happened to you? Blah blah blah. Why are you spitting so much? Oh yeah, I purposely shoved an entire pork chop into my gullet, and now I can not eat, drink, or anything. It's a horrible." And they're like, "Oh yeah, cool. Sign this, sign that. We're gonna get you fixed up. This has happened before." I'm like, "Oh, this has happened before? People shoving food down their throats to the point where they can't eat or drink anything? That makes me feel a lot better." So here I am, stuck in the middle with you. So here I am, chilling, and it's I wouldn't say it's a bad experience. In like movies and stuff, whenever someone's in like a hospital, they look really uncomfortable in the hospital bed. But boy, let me tell you, this hospital bed was one of the most comfortable things I've ever laid my body onto. I have my bed up there in the bunk bed, but like whatever mattress they were using out of this hospital bed, this was a better. I had low expectations for this bed, and goddamn, this was the most comfortable thing I've ever laid my body onto. I kid you not. I don't think any other bed could ever top what I laid onto. So here I am, laying on this hospital bed, and I feel like I'm going to die. Like I feel like any second this thing lodged in my throat is going to cover my windpipe, and I'm just gonna start choking, and I'm gonna die, which is not a good feeling. May I add, this is a terrible feeling, and I'm just kind of chilling here, doing nothing. My mom's sitting beside me in like some chairs, and there's really nothing to do in there until I noticed there is a TV mounted on the wall, which I presumed was one of the parts of equipment and stuff. But I noticed there's like this remote next to me that says TV on it. I'm like, I could have been watching TV this whole time. So I grabbed the remote, I pressed on TV, and I watched Toy Story 4. And I have not seen this movie before, and I never wanted to see this movie because, according to the internet, this movie sucked. But I must say, it was actually really good. No cap. Like, Toy Story 4, one of the best animated movies I've seen so far. Um, and that means I hate Soul, um, Luca, not Wally. Wally was amazing. Any new recently animated movies, just, I don't know. Toy Story 4 is kind of cooler. So all the people in chat that likes Toy Story 4, um, you can just go away because, an injured man who was suffering liked it, which means I can cancel you on Twitter because I have leverage now. So, I'm watching Toy Story 4, get Chad, and I'm chilling like a villain. And this hospital nurse comes in. She's like, "Hi, I'm the hospital nurse." Forgot her name, by the way. And she explains to me what's going to happen. And may I add, before I say this, I have a deathly fear of needles. Like, a huge, ginormous fear of needles. If I see any sort of syringe or sharp, like, thin, pointed object, knives are fine, alright? I just really hate needles. And if I see a needle, I'm not gonna touch it, I'm not gonna go near it. And this woman comes up to me and says, "You're extremely dehydrated. We're gonna have to put a needle into your arm in order to pump water into your bloodstream." Mm, isn't that swell? I go to the hospital, expect to feel calm and collective, and these guys are going to take care of me. And now I feel like I want to run and escape the building, but I'm too weak and my legs are on fire, so I can't do that. For the people that just joined the stream, a metaphorical fire, not actual fire. So here I am, sitting in this hospital bed. This woman's telling me they're going to put a needle on my arm, and I've been afraid of needles for 8 years, which is basically half my entire life since I'm 18. So, here I am. Uh, my family is doing basic human functions in the background. I have to wait for them to be done. Just gotta take a sip of this. So, 8 years in my life, I've been afraid of needles, and I've learned that the fear of needles isn't the fear of getting a needle stabbed into your arm. It's the fear of the pain you will feel when it gets stabbed into your arm. It isn't the before. Before, you're perfectly fine, no pain. It's the fear of feeling the pain when it happens. But I was currently in pain from the whole throat thing, so a needle getting stabbed in my arm didn't really feel that bad. And right then and there, I had to face my fears and get a needle stabbed into my arm. Not only my arm, but my vein. The vein in my arm. I had to get a needle stabbed into the vein in my arm. So the lady looks at me and goes, it's just going to go in and go right back out. I'm like, what? But you're supposed to use it. No, no, the needle's just going to go in and go right back out. Like, really? It's not going to stay in there? No, 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 we're just going to put it in, take it out. Okay, cool. And then they did that. They did take the needle and pull it right back out. But they put a teeny plastic tube in my arm. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You said you would take the needle out. The needle is out. And what's that? That's a fake plastic needle. Thanks. If you're wondering what's holding up my microphone right now, it's actually a small cup It's a 3D printed uh, tree trunk that's used to hold my drawing supplies. Yeah, that's right. I'm a freelance artist. You can commission me anytime. I'll draw you some. I'll just draw you whatever you want. That's kind of what commissioned artists are for. They draw up stuff that people tell them to. Anywho, so I have this fake needle on my arm. They put like a sticky thing on it with a little clear plastic thing so they can see it in case it moves around. They take the tiny tube, put another thing here, wrap it around over here, put another tape here, and put it into a plastic bag full of water that's sort of hanging up high. And yeah, so technically I am drinking from this, but it's going to my arm instead of my mouth. Uh, don't tell me how that works. I don't know how it works either. But after that, I started feeling a little bit better. And by better, I mean I started feeling a little more hydrated. The pain of something in the back of my throat and my entire body being in agony, that was still going on. So here I am in this bed, got this thing in my arm, which didn't it hurt in the beginning, but it started hurting less and less, so I couldn't feel anything. So you don't have to worry about me or anything. I was semi fine. So here I am, in this bed, and my mom's beside me. She's shivering because apparently it was cold in the hospital room. I couldn't feel cold. There was no cold in there. I don't know why she felt cold. Uh, I was feeling kind of warm actually. And if you're worried about me like dying or anything, don't worry. When someone dies, they feel cold, not warm. I think. So here I am, chilling, and I have this aching feeling like I'm going to die. So I got my mom beside me, and I'm like, there's a lot of secrets I've told my siblings, but I haven't told my mom anything yet. Maybe I should blatantly tell her some secrets of mine in case I actually do die. So she's beside me. I'm like, hey, mom, want to hear some secrets? And she's like, hey, Swiss, you're not gonna die. Don't you don't have to tell me anything. And I'm like, I got a lump of food stuck in my throat that could slip into my windpipe at any moment. I'll choke and die. Um, I'm going to tell you some secrets. So I told her my three horrible secrets, which I'm okay with telling with Twitch because no one here can shame me because I literally don't care. One, I'm a furry, which is something. Two, I have a split personality who makes me forget a lot of things. It's like having it's like he takes over me during the day, and I don't remember what goes on. So it's like huge chunks of my memory are missing. And three, I accidentally tried to poison one of my siblings with a bottle of Windex. Those are the three big secrets I told her. I don't really care that I'm telling you guys this because I do not care if I get canceled or not. If I get very popular and someone comes back to the stream and says, "Oh, he said this. He said all these things. He's a killer or something." Go right ahead, mate. The stream's all for you. Anywho, so I told her the big secrets, and she's like, "Yo, dude, it's cool. Whatever. I don't even know what a furry is." I'm like, "Oh, that's good." And she's like, "Oh yeah, and I also kind of already know about the whole split personality thing. You've been hinting at that. I'm cool with that." I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." She's like, "I'm a little concerned you tried to poison one of my children with a bottle of Windex, but I'm sure we can work that out as well." I said, "Yeah, I love you, mom." She said, "I love you too back." It was a really touching moment. And then this other doctor comes in. He's like, "Hi, I'm the doctor, and we're gonna lead you to the place where we're actually doing to perform the action to get the thing out of your throat." I'm like, "Oh, cool." So they load up my junk. They tell me to take off all my clothes and wear like this robe or something, and then they put like a sheet on me to keep me warm. I don't really know why they told me to take off all my clothes. Maybe it's just they said they were gonna go into the lab, and the lab was gonna do lab things. I don't really understand why they told me to take off all my clothes, but freaking hospital stuff. I don't know. Um, so we get wheeled down to the lab. Sorry, I get wheeled down. My mom's just kind of walking beside me, and I go in there, and this two doctors come over. Well, sorry, one's a doctor, another's a nurse. The nurse tells me what's going to happen, and then the doctor tells me more what's going to happen. And so now I've learned what happened to me. I can now relay to you guys what happened to me. So what the doctor said was going to happen was they were going to put me to sleep with this drug that basically turns off your brain, but still keeps you alive. I don't really know how that works. Even the doctor said they don't know how it works. They just know it turns off your brain. So whatever. Um, I'm not kidding when they said they didn't know how it works. The doctor explicitly told me that they don't know how the drug puts your brain to sleep and you don't die. They've been trying to figure it out. They just know it just turns off your brain and that's it. It's an interesting story. Deserves a follow. Don't want to leave. Yeah. This is a story for all of you guys. Rehydrate all the freaking time. I'm a person who went to the hospital because of it. Turns out the reason the pork chop got stuck in the first place is because I wasn't consuming enough water and H2O, so I couldn't actually swallow it because my throat was too dry. Freaking hydrate, or else you're gonna probably end up like me. So so here I am. They're gonna tell me they're gonna put me asleep so I can't feel it, and they're going to stick a camera and a tiny camera on a stick and a tube down my throat to see where the meat is stuck, and either push it down into my stomach so it digests, or if it's too big, they're just gonna pull it out. So that's what they did. They put me to sleep, and sorry, I'm skipping too fast. This is a stream. I have to extend the story so it lasts for over an hour. So they told me what was going to happen, and they brought me out of the room and sent my mom over to the waiting area so she didn't have to just be there when it happens. They wheeled me into the separate room that had a bunch of lights and equipment everywhere, and I'm looking at this room like, this is the surgery room, isn't it? And the woman at the desk like, what? What'd you say? There's like a million machines running in the background. Can you speak a little louder? I'm like, oh, this is the surgery room, isn't it? Oh, yep, this is the surgery room. This is where we do the surgeries and junk. I'm like, oh. And then quietly to myself, I said, this is where people died. So, here I am in the surgery room, and this doctor comes out with this little mask with a tube on the end of it. And they're like, hey, can you put this on your mouth and start breathing in and out? And I'm like, okay, but before I do that, um, will I remember anything? Or is it just gonna be lights off and then lights back on? The doctor's like, oh yeah, you're just gonna get knocked out and then immediately wake up and it's gonna be like, are you guys gonna start? And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So they put the mask on me and it takes a second for it to work, and I eventually do fall asleep. But I did have a dream, like a short little dream while I was asleep. This dream lasted for about 9 minutes, and then I woke up after that. But here was the dream. It was me, without the hat on. My hair was over my head, and I was just walking through this big white void with all these eyes watching me. And in the distance, I saw there was this sort of black staticky figure just kind of standing off in the distance, and the dream me recognized him and started wanting to reach him, so I started chasing after him, trying to catch up to him, and before I could, dream ends and I wake up back in the separate room out of the surgery room where they wheeled me off to, and the doctor's like, we're done. We're done? Yeah, we're done. Oh, uh, and my throat felt clearer whenever I swallowed. I didn't get backed up anymore, and it was over. Um, it was done. I wouldn't say I was cured because I didn't have a disease, but here's another thing. Since I'm deathly fear of needles, as I've said before, I don't like getting my blood drawn, or I don't like taking any shots. So while I was asleep, they did all that. They took my blood and gave me my shots, even COVID shots. So yeah, I'm done with that. I don't have to worry about drawing my blood because I've already done it. Which of course means my right arm, this one, is very weak and very limp, so I can barely use it. Even setting all this up here was a chore for me. Um, but I bared through it. Uh, they had me put all my clothes back on, of course under the covers because no one wants to see that, and I left. Well, I didn't walk on my own. My mom went out to get the car, and I stayed back because I was still deathly weak. Because apparently the side effects of the sleeping gas is weak limbs, which I could barely walk. So they wheeled me out in a wheelchair and brought me to my mom's car, which then she sort of I got on her shoulders, lean on me when you're not strong. And I got in her car and we left. And we went to McDonald's and got a vanilla shake because that's what I wanted. I'm like, yo, you want to get anything to eat or whatever? You didn't eat for like 2 days. Sorry, like a day technically. And I go, I want a vanilla shake from McDonald's. That's what we got. Got home and then I slept the entire day because I got zero sleep the other night because of the constant vomiting and wanting to die. So, yeah, I slept for the whole day, and that was my hospital experience. Um, oh, right, the proof. I'm gonna cover this so you don't see my personal information. This was the tag they had me wear on my wrist while I was there. So, here it is. I tore it off because it was starting to hurt my wrist. That is my hospital experience. Um, if you can't tell by my voice, my throat is incredibly sore. According to the doctors, it's going to be sore for about 3 more days from now. And yeah, so I may stream, possibly. Um, I still got to figure out how to get on that Minecraft server from on my PC so I can try to stream Java Edition instead of Bedrock because I like to experiment. And apparently, Origins SMP is one of the most popular ones at the time. So that's what I'm gonna do. Good. Um, but unless someone can tell me how to download a Minecraft mod on my computer, you can tell me that because I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I tried looking up a tutorial, but the day I tried downloading these mods, the pork chop incident happened, so I may have to put that off for a little while. But that also means I'm gonna be putting off the Broken Dreams episode to recover. I feel like recovering my mental and physical state is a lot more important than a half hour um, YouTube video about my fictional cinematic universe. So, yeah. I'm still incredibly weak. Getting better though. I'm trying to get better for you guys so I can go back to streaming. Um, I know some of you are here from my Sky Children of the Light playthroughs, and others are here from my random SMP playthroughs, and I'm going to update you guys on that now before I get back to my hospital situation, because I feel like y'all should know. My Sky Children of the Light is going to continue. After the season of The Little Prince, I'm going to do a lot of grinding for those special candles that you can use to enhance the spirits. So that's gonna happen. And for all the people that have come from my random SMP playthrough, the server will be on in about 2 days. But the two main admins of the server are kind of bickering about should it be 2 days or 2 weeks. And a lot of people are saying it's just 2 days. And since that tweet happened about 2 days ago, I assume the server is going to be up soon, very, very soon. So people have come for a random SMP that will be coming back eventually. If you're wondering why the server was gone, it was because the world got corrupted and they decided to end Random SMP Season 5 early and go directly to Season 6. So I will try to time out the stream for the day it opens back up, and I'll stream the beginnings of the Random SMP Season 6. So look out for that. If you're wondering how I'm holding my arm up, it's with my other arm. I'm just doing this underneath, so movie magic. So back to my dire situation. To recap, I went to the hospital because I did something stupid, and they fixed me, being professionals as they are. And after the hospital, I am now incredibly weak and can barely do anything. So until I recover, I am going to just stream me talking, because that's basically the only thing I can do right now, is talk and make funny sounds with the mouth. So let's see how much time we have left in the stream. We have about 18 minutes left of stream time. I can do something with that. Oh, you want to see behind the scenes? If anyone here from my VOD watchers are coming from my YouTube channel, who have seen the Broken Dreams trailer, I'm going to show you a bit of the behind the scenes. So what I'm going to do is turn on my TV, turn on my Switch, and I'm going to show you a tiny sliver of behind the scenes, because I've been working really hard on this, and yeah, it might be fun. So I'm going to show you a sliver of behind the scenes. I'm not going to give you any context. In fact, I'm just going to turn off my microphone, and you can make a do of what you see. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put away chat so I have more camera room. Yeah. I'm going to wait for it to load. It's loading in the background. Sorry, one of my friends were calling me. I told them I'm streaming, so I don't know why they're calling me. Like my Nintendo controller, it came with the console. Real nice of them for doing that. Waiting for it to load. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's loud. Well, it's loading. I should tell you about. No, it's done loading. Okay, let's show you that teaser. So if you are from my YouTube channel and you've seen my older Minecraft videos with the mini game that I made, you will recognize this color palette. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that real quick. Change this to creative mode so I can fly around. Okay. Let's go into the inventory and get ourselves a iron block. Okay, good. I'm gonna fly up and show you the teaser. Alright, you ready? Here is behind the scenes first look of the Broken Dreams set. And that's all you get. It's literally all you get. That's all you get. So, that was that. A little sneak peek. Thank you for bearing through that, I suppose. You know what's funny? I can clearly see that there's people in my chat, but the viewer count, the thing that's supposed to count how many people are watching my stream, says 0, even though I can clearly see people in chat. So I find that incredibly funny. How much time we got left, actually? Oh, good. 12 minutes left of the stream. So, to hold off my boredom of all of this, I'm going to try to stream believe it or not, a Super Mario game that came out a long time ago, but since I am not caught up with any of the Mario games, even though I own a Nintendo Switch, we're gonna be playing Super Mario Odyssey in the later future, while I'm sick, while I'm nearly dead, both inside and outside. I'm going to attempt to play Super Mario Bros. Basically every day now because I have nothing better to do than stream video games. Yeah, that's going to be the next few days. You know what? I'm just gonna skip the whole. This stream has to be an hour, be exactly an hour. I'm just gonna cut it off here. Well, it's not been an hour. So anyway, thank you all for watching. For the people that just showed up right now, congratulations, you've actually showed up at the end of the stream, so you basically missed out on everything. I'm extremely tired, and I just wanted to do this stream to tell you all where I've been and what I've been going through. Thank you all for actually showing up, and thank you all to my VOD watchers for not showing up to the stream, but at least you stayed for the VOD, which is good. So, again, thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you, every single one of you. I don't know who any of you are. I don't need to know. I appreciate you anyway. And as always, this is the Cake Zombie Plus, and I will see you all in the next stream. Peace.